Council, NJC. According to a statement signed by Director of Information at the NJC, Mr. Soji Oyi, the 12 new justices of the appellate courts are Justice P.A. Okay, they just gave their names here. Those elevated to the Federal High Court's bench are, and the names are there. This is a good development, if you ask me. We need to strengthen the judicial process in Nigeria and not just credible judges, and we hope that they get to see the crime scenes in Nigeria and apprehend,
yes,
probe those that are found wanting. And this one says, Benue killings, DSS arrests Suswan. Former Governor of Benue State, Mr. Gabriel Suswan, has been arrested by Department of State Service, DSS, over an alleged connection with killings in the state. Vanguard learned that he was invited by the agency on Tuesday over a petition by a high-ranking politician alleging that he, that's Suswan, was harboring Mr. Tawase Akwaza, also known as Ghana. Police had declared Akwasa wanted following the killings of about 17 people in Zaki, Biam, Benue State in March last year.
So,
well, the DSS has arrested the state governor, of course. It's a good one. We don't just...
Why did you say it's a good one?
We
have not confirmed the story.
Yes, we haven't confirmed the story, but at least they are suspects and there are procedures. It's not just on papers we say, okay, they're fighting corruption, they're fighting insecurity, fighting insurgencies, the herdsmen killings and all of that, but we don't see people get arrested.
Well, I don't know. For me, I don't know if it's a good one. I don't know really. I'm trying to get why you said it's a good one. Okay. Because things have to be done the right way. We need to get more information, before we start judging to conclusion. And so I'm going to wait until that story unfolds itself. We're going to be watching and we're going to bring to you more about that story. But we must wrap up now. You have another one?
Okay, this one says, I'm just going to take a story here that says, Kogi LG boss appoints 208. And that's on page 35 of the Vanguard. You can check that out and get to know the story. Okay,
that's all we can take for this newspaper review segment. Up next, we want to look at what I said earlier during the introduction, looking at glaucoma. What are the causes, the symptoms? Can it be treated? Can it be operated upon? If it can be operated upon, what are the effects of this operation? What comes with it? And so we're going to be looking at it with an optician this morning. Let's go on this break, and when we come back, we want to look at glaucoma. We'll be right back.
Superdawn, your daily live current affairs program where topical issues that border on politics, economy, sport, and sizzling national issues are analyzed, now holds every Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Superscreen television. Let your voice be heard. Join us.
these are tips to help stay strong and healthy. Learn to do stretching exercises when you wake up. It boosts circulation and digestion and eases back pain. Studies have shown that eating a proper breakfast is one of the most positive things you can do if you're trying to lose weight. Breakfast skippers tend to gain weight. A balanced diet includes fresh fruits or fruit juice, a high-fiber breakfast cereal, low-fat milk or yogurt with wheat toast, and a boiled egg. Many people do not know how to brush their teeth properly. Improper brushing can cause much damage to your teeth and gums, as not brushing at all. Lots of people do not brush for long enough, floss, nor see a dentist regularly. Hold your toothbrush in the same way that you would hold a pencil, and brush for at least 2 minutes. This includes brushing the teeth, the junction of the teeth and gums, the tongue, and the roof of the mouth. Get your daily calcium by chugging milk or eating yogurt. It will keep your bones strong. Remember that your bone's density declines after the age of 30. You need at least 200 milligrams daily, which you should combine with magnesium, or it simply would not be absorbed. Tomato is a superstar in the fruit and vegetable pantheon. Potatoes and tomatoes contain lycopene, a powerful cancer fighter. They're also rich in vitamin C. The good news is that cooked tomatoes are also nutritious, so use them in pasta, soups, and casseroles.
Welcome back. Well, we want to look at glaucoma this morning, and I have an optometrist with us this morning to tell us more about it. We have Ome Abraham. Dr. Ome Abraham, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you,
Good
doctor.
morning, sir.
Okay, what is glaucoma first?
Okay. Glaucoma is an eye disease that actually affects the major optic nerve of the eye. The major nerve of vision, we call it the optic nerve. It's an eye disease that affects the optic nerve of the eye. That's glaucoma.
Okay, I want to ask what causes it? Is it common in Africa, in this part of the world?
Formerly, before now, it was not very common. But now it's very, very common. In any eye examination you do for 10 persons, you are likely to see glaucoma in 4 out of those 10 persons.
Okay, why is it common now?
Okay, basically why it's common now is based on 3 factors.
Okay.
Our environment, our lifestyle, and our nutrition.
Okay, what causes it?
Okay. This what they call intraocular pressure, or let's say eye pressure for easy understanding. Now, if there's an increase in that eye pressure over a period of time, it causes damage to the optic nerve.
Okay, when you say there's an increase, I need to know, how will there be an increase?
Okay. In the eye, we have what we call the aqueous humor. That fluid in the eye actually nourishes the eye. So, but when the cause is, if there's an overproduction of the aqueous humor, it will lead to an increase in pressure. And if the drainage system is blocked or clogged, it will lead. It's just like, for example, we have a sink, and the sink is clogged when the tap is on. Discover that since it's clogged, the flow will be affected, and the flow of water will be reduced, so it will increase. Or if the drainage is blocked totally, discover water will not be able to flow. So that's just the same way the aqueous humor works.
That's why I've turned to someone that's not a doctor, an optician or optometrist, looking at it. Is it going to be physical? That's why I'm asking, what causes it? Is it from our end, or is something that you cannot explain?
From the patient angle, you cannot see it because it's symptomless.
Okay.
So except a comprehensive eye examination is done, you cannot discover glaucoma.
Okay, if I have glaucoma, definitely there are symptoms, or there are things that would have happened for me to say, okay, or for the doctor to say, I have glaucoma.
Okay.
Before I run to see a doctor, what is glaucoma in a sense for those that don't understand, or don't understand what glaucoma is? If I tell you what is headache means when you're having aches in your head, basically. It also, glaucoma, a disease. What is it? What's the For a layman out there, what's glaucoma? I want you to expatiate.
Glaucoma for a layman is reduction of your vision gradually.
Okay.
Okay.
Gradual reduction of vision.
So it becomes blurry.
Yes, that's the first point of call. When your vision starts to get blurry, then you check. But blurry vision does not mean you have glaucoma. Blurry vision might mean you have an uncorrected refractive error. It might mean you have diabetic retinopathy. It might mean you have cataract.
Okay, so one of the symptoms of glaucoma is blurry vision.
It's blurry. When your eyes are blurry, you have to check. The blurry vision is not particular to glaucoma.
Okay.
So we cannot say one of the symptoms of glaucoma is blurry vision. It's just that when you start experiencing blurry vision, you do a check.
Okay, what are the types? Do we have different types of glaucoma?
Yes, we have different types of glaucoma, but basically we have two types. The primary open angle glaucoma and the closed angle glaucoma.
Okay, can you just explain that?
The primary angle glaucoma is the one that is very common. Like I said, there's an angle of drainage for the aqueous humor to pass through, then go to the blood capillaries and leave the system. But if the angle is open, but the pressure is still high, the angle is open, the flow is there, but the pressure is high, that's for that primary angle glaucoma. But for closed angle glaucoma, the angle is closed. Now, this angle, how would I be able to explain this angle? This angle I'm using now, if there's, you see this black part of our eye, they call it cornea, and there's a structure inside, they call the iris. Now, between this iris and the cornea, there's a particular angle of drainage, which is measured. We have large angle, we have narrow angle, we have closed angle, depending on the size of the eye. Okay. Now, for you to say an angle is open, it must be more than 45 degrees. Then it's open. But it's open and there's still pressure.
Okay, so let's come to the first type of glaucoma. Let's take it a little slow. I'm not a doctor. As a matter of fact, I don't understand the terms you're using, but of course, you talked about the pressure being high and the hole. Was it the hole you said?
Angle.
The angle
of drainage.
Is small.
Yes.
If the pressure is high, that's the first type of glaucoma. What causes the pressure of the drainage to be high?
Like I said, if there is a clog in the drainage, the pressure, the fluid, the flow of fluid will be slow. Thereby, you have more fluid, and more fluid will increase the pressure. Okay. Now, if there's an overproduction of the same fluid, it's just like the tap is running very fast and the drainage is there. Okay. There's still be pressure because the water will not be flowing as it ought to flow. The pressure will increase also.
Okay, I really need to know. You know, people are learning. The phone lines are open. You can call to ask questions, ask him questions concerning glaucoma. Maybe you've been feeling somehow with your eyes. You can ask questions. Well, I want to ask, what are the symptoms?
Okay, at the initial stage, there's no symptoms.
Okay.
That's why we call it the silent thief of sight. It doesn't come with anything. It's painless. Sometimes there's no redness. You start experiencing when you start getting blurry vision. But then damage has started on the optic nerves already. So once damage has started, what you do, the best way to deal with glaucoma is to have a regular eye checkup. Okay. Because once it's detected early, then it can be dealt with.
So how regular or how often can someone be screened? Once you now know that you have to do it regularly, how often can someone go for screening?
Okay. As optometrists, we advise you go for eye checkup once every year. But there are some certain factors that are involved now because from 40 years and above, those persons are actually predisposed to glaucoma. Some already have a family history of glaucoma. Some certain diseases like diabetes can lead to glaucoma. So if you have a family history of diabetes, it's good to have a regular eye checkup. Because glaucoma is not specific to any individual. Anybody can have glaucoma. But only that some set of persons are more predisposed than others.
When you say anybody, I want to find out, I'm interested. Okay. What ages? Is it?
We have congenital.
Can a baby have?
Yes, we have congenital glaucoma. A baby can have glaucoma. Okay. If the structure, if the trabecular bedrock is not properly developed before birth, a baby can come out with glaucoma.
Okay, so let's talk about, you talked about the environment, things that causes, factors that causes conditions and the rest, glaucoma. Let's talk about the environment first.
Okay.
What is an environmental condition I could be in that would aid glaucoma?
Okay. It depends on your nature of job. Let's use nature of job for example. If you are a mechanical engineer, for example, or an automobile engineer, you work under this structure, and peradventure, in the process of work, there's an hazard that occurs and it affects your eye. It can cause glaucoma.
What kind of hazard?
Maybe a trauma to your eye, for example.
Trauma to my eye.
Like a blow to your eye is a trauma to your eye. Okay, okay,
if I involved in a fight at work, is that what you're saying?
No, you can be dealing with a machine and maybe an accident just occurred. And I've had a patient like that, he was trying to fix, and under the car, something just fell on his eye.
Okay. So that pressure on the eye could
come up, and if it's not dealt with, to just don't do.
Okay, doctor, I want to ask you, because I'm thinking, I'm feeling, is it the same thing as cataract? Because it's almost looking, it says it's going to blur, when your eyes begin to blur, your vision begins to get blur, and when, you know, there's a damage somewhere, it causes glaucoma. Is it the same thing as cataract?
No, it's not the same thing as cataract. The structures affected are different. Cataract affects the lens of the eye. Glaucoma affects the optic nerve of the eye. The difference is if you remove the cataract, you can still see. If a cataract surgery is done, your lenses and the IOL are in place, you still see. The optic nerve is the major nerve that sends signals to the brain. So, and glaucoma affects that nerve. The problem is that nerve does not regenerate. That's actually the issue. It's just like when you have an injury on your skin and your skin covers up back. But the optic nerve, once there's an injury, it's just there. It doesn't recover.
Okay, so what, my nutrition, what kind of food do I eat that could aid the glaucoma?
Foods are actually not the cause of glaucoma.
You mentioned nutrition.
Yeah, nutrition in the sense that, like food that will tend to make you diabetic.
Okay,
like,
that's sugary food.
Yes, diabetes can be secondary cause to glaucoma.
Okay.
Sure you understand. Having diabetes doesn't mean you have glaucoma, but having diabetes can predispose you to having glaucoma. Okay,
is this preventable? Can someone, is it possible to prevent it from happening?
Yes, early detection is actually the key. Once you detect it early, you can prevent it.
How do you prevent it?
Medications.
Okay, we'll go on this break now, and when we come back, we still have Dr. May here in the studios. But you can also call to find out maybe you need treatment or you need a consultant. Well, you can do that now. But we'll go on this break. We'll be right back.
Superdawn, your daily live current affairs program where topical issues that border on politics, economy, sport, and sizzling national issues are analyzed, now holds every Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Superscreen Television. Let your voice be heard. Join us.
These are tips to help stay strong and healthy. Learn to do stretching exercises when you wake up. It boosts circulation and digestion and eases back pain. Studies have shown that eating a proper breakfast is one of the most positive things you can do if you're trying to lose weight. Breakfast skippers tend to gain weight. A balanced diet includes fresh fruits or fruit juice, a high-fiber breakfast cereal, low-fat milk or yogurt with wheat toast, and a boiled egg. Many people do not know how to brush their teeth properly. Improper brushing can cause and much damage to your teeth and gums. It's not brushing at all. Lots of people do not brush for long enough, floss, nor see a dentist regularly. Hold your toothbrush in the same way that you would hold a pencil and brush for at least 2 minutes. This includes brushing the teeth, the junction of the teeth and gums, the tongue, and the roof of the mouth. Get your daily calcium by chugging milk or eating yogurt. It will keep your bones strong. Remember that your bone's density declines after the age of 30. You need at least 200 milligrams daily, which you should combine with magnesium, or it simply would not be absorbed. Tomato is a superstar in the fruit and vegetable pantheon. Potatoes and tomatoes contain lycopene, a powerful cancer fighter. They're also rich in vitamin C. The good news is that cooked tomatoes are also nutritious, so use them in pasta, soups, and casseroles, as well as salads. Tomatoes and apples can reduce the risk of asthma and chronic lung diseases. Both contain the antioxidant courseurin. To enjoy the benefits, eat 5 apples a week or tomato every day. We need at least 90 milligrams of vitamin C per day, and the best way to get this is by eating at least 5 servings of fresh fruit and vegetables every day. So hit the oranges and guavas. Folic acid should be taken regularly by pregnant moms and people with a low immunity to disease. Folic acid prevents spina bifida in unborn babies and can play a role in cancer prevention. It is found in green leafy vegetables, liver, fruit, and brain. Vitamins help to boost immunity agent diseases. It also assists in the healing process of diseases such as measles and is recommended by the World Health Organization. Good natural sources of vitamin A are kidneys, livers, dairy products, green and yellow vegetables, pawpaw, mangoes, chili peppers, red sorrel, and the red palm oil. Do not have soft drinks or energy drinks while you're exercising. Stay properly hydrated by drinking enough water during your workout. Just don't overdo things, as drinking too much water can also be dangerous. Do not eat carbohydrates for at least an hour after exercise. This will force your body to break down fat rather than using the food you ingest. Stick to fruits and fluids during that hour, but avoid beer. Don't smoke, and if you smoke already, do everything in your power to quit. Don't buy into that granny smoked and live to be 90 crude. Not even the tobacco giants believe in it. Have a pap smear once a year. Not on our list of favorite things, but it's vital. Cervical cancer kills 200,000 women a year, and it's most prevalent from the cancer of blonde black people. Pretty much everyone agrees that fish is healthy. Living is particularly true of fatty fish like salmon, which is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids and various other nutrients. Studies show that people who eat the most fish have a lower risk of sorts of diseases, including heart diseases, dementia, and depression. The importance of getting enough quality sleep cannot be overstated. It may be just as important as diet and exercise, if not more. Poor sleep can drive insulin resistance and throw your appetite hormones out of whack and reduce your physical and mental performance. What's more, it is one of the strongest individual risk factors for future weight gain and obesity. One study showed that short sleep was linked to 89% increased risk of obesity in children and 55% in adults. Drinking enough water can have numerous benefits, and one important factor is that it can help boost the amount of calories you burn. According to 2 studies, it can boost metabolism by 24 to 30% over a period of 1 to 1.5 hours. This can amount to 96 additional calories burned if you drink 2 liters of water. The best time to drink water is half an hour before meals. One study showed that half a liter of water 30 minutes before meals increased weight loss by 40%. Extra virgin olive oil is the healthiest fat on the planet. It is loaded with heart-healthy, monounsaturated fats and powerful antioxidants that can fight inflammation. Extra virgin olive oil leads to many beneficial effects on heart and health, and people who consume olive oil have a much lower risk of dying from heart attacks and stroke.
Pimples are small skin lesions or inflammations of the skin. They develop when sebaceous glands become clogged and infected, leading to swollen, red lesions filled with pus. Pimples are also known as spots or zits. Acne is a skin condition that causes pimples or zits. Acne occurs when the pores on your skin becomes blocked with oil, dead skin, or bacteria. Each pore on your skin is the opening to a follicle. The follicle is made up of a hair and a sebaceous gland. The oil gland releases sebum, which travels up the hair, out of the pore, and onto your skin. All of these problems contribute to the development of pimples. There are other factors such as genetics, which plays a big part in development and persistence of spots. So family history can give you a good idea of how likely it is that you will develop pimples. How often you shed skin cells, which can change throughout your life. The amount of sebum that your skin produces, which is affected by your hormonal balance, which is often in flux, especially for women. Acne commonly appears on the face and shoulders. It may also occur on the trunk, arms, legs, and buttocks. Skin changes include blackheads, crossing of skin bumps, cysts, papules, pustules, redness around the skin, eruptions, scarring of the skin, whiteheads. How to prevent? Pimples can be avoided by not sharing daily personal things with siblings who have acne, and these includes towels, makeup brushes or kits, hair bands, etc. Avoiding touching your face or popping pimples. Avoid overloading your skin with products. Avoid your skin from the sun. Use exfoliating treatments and face masks once a week. Use a non-comedogenic moisturizer. Wash your face twice a day. Drink enough water to stay hydrated. Eat healthy. Avoid oily food. Stay away from excessive alcohol and smoking. Exercise to reduce stress and prevent acne. Use benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide is used to kill the bacteria that cause acne. Use special care in selecting a cleanser. If your skin is dry or oily, both extremes need special care. Dry skin needs face wash or soap that has a moisturizer.
Welcome back. We're still looking at glaucoma, and the doctor is still here. Doctor, I want to find out from you, what are the risk factors?
Okay. The risk factors of glaucoma: one, persons from the age of 40 and above at risk of developing glaucoma. Two, uncorrected refractive error. When I mean refractive error, I mean those persons that refuse to use their glasses or refuse to have an eye checkup, and they have a refractive error that is standing. Now, if it's not corrected over time, it can lead to glaucoma. The eye myope. There are some persons we call eye myope. They are myopia, the correction is very high, can actually lead to glaucoma. Persons having diabetes, uncontrolled diabetes,
can also lead
to glaucoma.
Can this be operated upon?
Yes, glaucoma can be operated upon. At the early stages is even better. It can be operated upon, and with your medications, it can even be treated. If it's detected early enough, it can be treated.
Okay, with drugs?
Yes, with drugs, it can be treated.
Apart from drugs, are there any other measures to be taken?
Yeah, just basically 3 measures. Either you're going by drugs, surgery, or you're using laser. Laser is a surgery, but it's non-invasive. You don't need to cut for laser.
I know for one, they use glasses to correct some eye deficiencies, eye diseases.
Okay.
Can you use glasses?
No, you cannot use glasses for glaucoma.
Okay, you talked about using the operations. You can go through the knives and also laser. I know that lots of people are looking at laser these days.
Yes.
The fear of going through the knives.
So they prefer laser.
So people prefer to use laser. Let's hear about laser. Is it expensive? Is it more better? What are the difference between the knives and laser?
Okay. For the conventional way of doing glaucoma surgery, after the surgery, you still go back to your medication. You continue using your medication even after the surgery. But for laser can, there's a way laser is done, and if it's done very well, you can knock off your medication for a period of time, and it's a slight improve or much improve on your vision if laser is done very well.
Okay, do we do it here in Nigeria?
Yeah, we do laser in Nigeria. Okay. But it's the new method for glaucoma surgery now.
You said something about family tree and hereditary.
Yes.
Inheriting glaucoma from your lineage.
Yes.
What composition of the eye would you say is a best form that is likely not to have this glaucoma?
I don't get that.
Now the thing is this: Vera and I, we probably are in the same conditions.
We're not in the same condition. Just go ahead. We're not. For God's sake, just go ahead. No. Go ahead. Go ahead. We're not in the same condition.
No, we're not. I was giving an example.
No, give with yourself. No. Okay.
I and someone else, we probably go through the same condition, same workplace, eat same type of food. Apart from hereditary, what composition of my eye is it that is more on the high side of having glaucoma than the other person?
If we have to answer that, we cannot answer that without our genetic makeup.
Okay.
Both of us can actually be in the same situation and we have different health conditions, even if we do basically the same thing, because our makeup and where we are coming from are different. So what will affect you if you take that same food will not be the same thing that would have. It may not even have anything to do with me. So like maybe I'm more predisposed to the condition than you are. Maybe I have a family lineup of cognitive refractive errors. We have maybe where I'm coming from. We have myopes, eye myopes, and where you're coming from, maybe you don't have any issue. So maybe I'm more predisposed than you. So even basically we are doing the same thing, it doesn't mean we are going to come out with the same effects.
Okay, I really, because you are an expert in that, I want to ask, how do one really care for the eyes? There must be a way of caring for the eyes that all of these things will not affect you. How do I care for my eyes?
Okay, caring for the eye, for me, now is in two basic formats. One, the doctor have a role to play. The patient have a role to play. Now, basically what I've discovered nowadays is patient leaves all their health issues for the doctors. The doctors are not machines. They are humans like you. They come from families like you. They go to strikes like you. So leaving your diagnosis and everything on the hands of the doctor is very dangerous. You have a role to play. I have a role to play. So the best way to take care of your eye face is to have a comprehensive eye exam. You have an idea of how your eyes are. So if you have an idea, it's best managed. So if there's a problem, the doctor will tell you. If there's no problem, he's going to tell you. Two, the sunlight is very dangerous to our eyes. It's advisable you use protective eyewears or sunglasses if you are working under the sun. Three, if you are working in places that need protective eyewear, like if you are weather, use light, UV lights are very dangerous to the eye. Use your protective wear, you are okay.
Like sunglasses?
No, for sunglasses is for sun. Okay. Protective wear is for the nature of job you are involved in.
Okay.
That's why I use weather as an example. They use light, and that light is very reactive with the eyes. If you see those guys tend to have cataract at very early stages because their eyes always look at the light. So, but if you use your protective, there are lenses made for specific purposes. We call them protective eyewears.
That means those that sit in front of the laptop, on cover of the computer, the television,
they
all
have,
day,
yes.
they
frequently,
frequently, yeah. They have a tendency of developing...
No, not glaucoma.
Okay.
They might develop strain, stress, and other allergy.
On the eye.
On the eye, but no glaucoma.
Okay, maybe next time when you come in, I know that when you go for, I've gone there several times. They bring something like a letter words for you to read and to find out the state of your eyes and the rest. Maybe one of these days we're going to invite you to bring it so we'll check a practical way of, I think that's what they're showing right now on the set. When you'll be given to read to see how strong your visions are.
Yes.
But one of these days we're going to invite you. But talking about, really we want to look at, do Nigerians, are we checkups friendly? Do we really care for our bodies? What, if it's yes, tell us why you're saying it's yes, and if it's no, tell us the reasons you think, we don't do regular checkups. Before you continue with that, there's a caller. Hello, good morning to you, Richard. Good morning to you, Richard. Richard, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Can't hear you. Good morning to you. Okay.
Richard, good morning. We can hear you talk.
Okay, maybe. Okay.
I heard the doctor say it's possible to carry out the.
Maybe you need to speak up a bit.
I wanted to hear the dangers of performing
Richard, go ahead.
surgery and how much benefit it will give to the person who carries out surgery.
Maybe we just continue. Yes, talking about checkup. Do Nigerians go for checkup? Do we go for checkup?
Okay, if we have to use the Nigerian factors, Nigeria are not checkup. We are not checkup friendly, except there's already an issue we want to deal with. But if you, well, let me say the percentage that are checkup friendly are very few. But basically, a lot of us don't just go to the clinic because
I don't know why we don't go. I'm even blaming myself.
We don't go because
until once you are really, you cannot bear it anymore. That's when you see, I must visit a doctor. But is this good for the health?
It's not good at all. Because basically when you get there, there might be some damages that can no longer be treated, we now have to manage.
Looking at the eyes, basically, if you don't go for checkup and nothing is wrong with your eyes, doesn't matter. If my eyes are okay, I feel my eyes are okay. You know, the eyes isn't disturbing me, it's not disturbing me. I don't have itches, I don't have blurry visions. Do I need to go for checkup?
You still need to go for checkup because that's your own idea that you are okay. But what if you are just, because vision is not just seeing. That's, people playing long tennis need their vision to see. There's what we call hand and eye-hand coordination. The vision is not basically I can see. So a person say I can see, that's what they believe. Since I can see, I'm okay. But what level can you see?
Okay. Let's come back into nutrition.
Okay.
I know for one, back in the days, they used to say onion is very good for the eye. Would you recommend any form of nutrition, diet, or food that I could be on to enable good eyesight and the likes?
Your balanced diet is okay for you. If you take your balanced diet, you take your fruit, you avoid processed food. Those food with preservative, processed drink, you take your balanced diet as you are supposed to take your.
Okay, there's a caller here. Good morning to you.
Osigis from Ojo Barak.
I'm seeing Mrs. Odigis here. Good morning to you.
Osigis. Sorry, where can we
I don't know what's wrong
where
with
can we
the
do
network
comprehensive
this
eye test?
morning.
Because all these places we have here.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to
Sorry,
you.
where can we get to system and can do comprehensive eye test?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's the question I want to ask. Where can we get the hospital that we can do comprehensive eye
I
test?
think something is wrong somewhere. We can get to hear you.
We want to comprehensive eye test for
Maybe you should turn down the volume of your TV set. I don't know if that can help.
What is it?
Okay, go ahead. We can't hear you. Hello? Okay, thank you for calling, we barely can hear what you said. And I guess our engineers will be working on that. But yeah, he talked about what kind of food. He said balanced diet. What fruits is more suitable for the eyes?
Very good.
Carrot.
Carrot contains vitamin A. Vitamin A is very good for the eyes.
Okay.
So vitamins A.
Yeah, vitamin A is very good for the eyes. Vitamin C or citrus fruits, they are very good for the eyes too.
Okay, looking way forward, the market women, I'm talking about the Lagos of Nigeria, the Lagos of today. When you see the market women, there are things they go through, e.g., when the bus passes, it releases smoke in the air, and we know carbon monoxide is not good for the heart, the blood, and the likes. Are these women, are these people at risk as regards this carbon monoxide and your eyes?
Carbon monoxide will cause irritation to your eyes or cause allergy and can be easily treated.
It can't be easily treated?
It can be easily treated.
Okay.
Carbon monoxide, smoke coming to your eye, there's a reaction and it's not supposed to be there. It causes an allergic reaction. If you avoid the smoke, you avoid the allergy. If it's disturbed, you see an eye doctor, they prescribe for you and your allergy is gone.
Okay, how can it be easily treated?
See an eye doctor. It's easy for them to do.
Okay. I think for you have been saying see an eye doctor, an eye doctor.
Okay, but some people say they can treat their eye treatment locally, and through herbs, things like I don't know the name for it. When you have polo, I don't know the name.
Use urine.
Use urine. You can blend the onion together, and you apply. You can also, they'll tell you, use sugar solutions, sugar water solutions.
I have a case for that one. There was a boy who came to the clinic and was having Apollo, to be precise, conjunctivitis. So they told him to mix sugar water and apply it to the eye that is going to cure. And after 2 days, the eye bulged out. The discharge that was very little was not very much.
Could it be that the sugar was not the original one?
There's already
Could it be that sugar
it's like
was it original?
You're providing a better grant for the microorganism to grow.
Okay.
So you just give them sugar. They use the sugar as a platform to multiply, and they cause more damage to your eyes.
Okay.
So what should we do?
Herbs or whatever they call it will never give you a better vision.
Okay, if you have a polo, what then do you use?
See an eye doctor. You shake your eyes and see, and it's better because what if you try to treat yourself, self-medication is not good. You see some persons, you just go to the clinic and get chloramphenicol or they get gentamicin over the counter. At the end of the day, they still get to come back to see an optometrist or an ophthalmologist.
Yeah.
Why not just start from the basic process and save yourself?
Okay, you wanted to ask a question so we can wrap up.
Anyway, as regards the second type of glaucoma, you said it is a symptom or a condition where the drainage system is blocked because of the pressure or the high pressure and the angle is small. Is that when treating, does that mean they will somehow, some way make sure that the aqueous solution is a little bit less aqueous, or the angle is widened.
Okay, the drugs we have, they work in two ways. They either reduce the production of aqueous humor or increase the outflow of aqueous humor. So whichever method they are using, either you are reducing the flow, the production, or you are increasing the flow.
Okay, we must wrap up now, and finally, from you, we need to reiterate what we're talking about glaucoma and why we need to take care of our eyes. We need that from you, just wrapping up.
Okay, like I said from the beginning, glaucoma is a silent thief of vision. And basically it starts from the periphery and comes to the center. So you need to check your eyes, see an optometrist today, and save your eyesight. I
want to thank Dr. Omeh Abraham. Thank you so much for coming on this edition of the program. Well, up next is Superdawn Sports. We'll be back.
Us to navigate an easy win against Iceland and maybe get a draw or win over Argentina.
We missed totally our first half. Perhaps also the preparation was not so good. Yesterday we couldn't train here. There was too many